Welcome back to Roller Workers Cheers.
Well, welcome back. Welcome back.
I was gonna do a whispering motion, but then my hand just went in my mouth.
Well, that's not good.
No, it isn't. We've been making a lot of wise cracks while away from the recording station.
Yeah, well, away from the mic. It's true. It's sad to see so many good jokes wasted.
It's just down the drain into infinity. They just float off into space. And maybe some like bizarre alien is like,
Oh, this sounds funny.
subscribe. What does that mean? I'm an alien.
I'm sure that's what all aliens say and sound like.
Yeah.
Yep.
We just had pizza with like the weird popper crust.
Yeah, it's like the crust is made up of a bunch of little cheese-filled, like, roll-y things.
Super exciting,
Fucking
I know.
good.
But let me tell you more about it.
Yeah. Dude, go on.
If you eat the poppers first, you'll have nowhere to hold your pizza.
Yeah. But I mean, I guess it was never intended to be eaten first.
Sometimes
I'm trying to look at
I
my
want
map.
to eat my poppers first, sir.
Well, that's just.
I have the right
I mean,
to eat my poppers first.
all Americans have
All
the right.
Americans have the
They're
right.
free to eat their poppers first.
Freedom for poppers!
Freedom for poppers. We gotta find that
Poppers'
screwdriver.
rights!
Poppers' rights.
Poppers' rights.
That's hilarious because it's like a pauper, like a poor person.
That doesn't make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
We all know poor people don't have rights, am I right?
Whoa.
I said right a lot.
You.
We need a
Don't
right
you hate
count.
when that happens? Rights.
Yeah, right. I'm not gonna put a right count, that would be stupid.
That would be stupid.
Also, there's seasoning on the crust, so even if it wasn't like poppers, your hand would still get all
Seasony. High five.
a little better.
I'm glad that happened.
Sometimes that's what talking to old men do.
Yeah, sometimes.
Makes you feel a little better.
So, anyways. Yeah. I think that there's an important topic that we must discuss.
What might that be?
I actually planned to talk about this a longest fucking time ago.
Kazu, are you like, are you professing something right now? What's
Do you
happening?
mean confessing?
No.
I
don't.
Anyways, there were many nights ago, many weeks ago, when I was sitting there, and for some reason I decided to research the Yakuza.
Really?
Yes. And
I'm bored. Wonder what the Yakuza are up to.
yeah, and I started researching in depth about the Yakuza, and it's a very interesting topic. God fucking damn it. And I wanted to bring it up on an episode because I think there's some interesting things, but I didn't know how, so now I'm doing it now. And first of all, the Yakuza aren't nearly as bad as they're made out to be.
Oh yeah?
Not by leagues. There's about 100,000 Yakuza in Japan. The largest clan of Yakuza.
They just like admitted, like, yeah, we're that.
Well, you see, there's about 100,000 Yakuza in Japan. Don't.
I'm sorry.
What? The largest clan of Yakuza, about 49,000 members strong, nearly half the Yakuza in Japan. They are, for one, completely against drug trafficking, and they help people in crises. In a recent earthquake, and oh god.
Oh no!
Oh no, NVIDIA, get out of here.
NVIDIA, what are you doing?
Okay.
Get it together.
Anyways, there was a recent crisis in Japan. It was like a earthquake, and like God fucking get out of here.
Experience backend word?
Back end? I don't know.
Backend.
Back. Anyways, like many members of the Yakuza came and helped like tons of people evacuate an area. They had helicopter support.
Helicopter
They gave
support?
people like food, water, and shelter for weeks, and like all this shit. It's insane because members are like a proficient member of society. Like they perform in like parades and like throw festivals and shit. It's crazy.
When did the Yakuza come into existence?
Like over 100 years ago.
Were they bad then?
Originally,
this sounds like a case in which like a group of people, like some sort of secret / not secret society, whatever, kind of grew into everyday life and changed. Like, are they really Yakuza, or are they just calling themselves and related to the original Yakuza?
Well, originally it was one family of people, like an actual like blood related family, and then as it became like a generational like passed down father son kind of thing, and eventually they became like a gang. And I don't know if they were always bad or if they were ever bad or if they were always good or whatever. But I do know that there is some bad to come from it, as, like I said, only about half the population of Yakuza...
I'm sure with that many people, there's got to be some badass.
Only about half the population of people are part of that clan that actually, like, do good or whatever. How much ammo do I have? 6 rounds.
No, please wait. Thank you.
Oh, God.
Whoa. He's shooting out jelly now.
So there are some members of the Yakuza who are violent clans, and there is some dispute between like violent and non-violent clans, or just gang wars between violent clans in general.
That's weird.
But a lot of Yakuza clans are actually very much just involved in regular business.
Okay.
Albeit in a very shady way. Like they aren't the type to...
Just like tax evasion and things?
I guess, like, buying into stocks and, like, just being, like, really, really shady businessmen. But they're not, like, murderers like they're made out to be or nothing. They're just, like, shady businessmen.
Stand around with baseball bats.
Yeah.
That's all they could get.
I like it.
Don't blame them.
I like it. Oh yeah, but there are many laws in certain cities that forbid doing business with Yakuza members. So they are very officially recognized, like, as a company in and of themselves, and in some cities are banned from doing business.
Man, that sounds really complicated.
So, like, it's funny when you think about it, because if there's laws that bind them, they're like law-abiding citizens.
Okay. That's true.
Yeah. It's very interesting.
That is way different than I thought it was.
Yeah.
I thought that no one knew who was this or who was that. I just thought...
They're usually, like, proud members of society. Like, they have themselves, like, tattooed up, and they, like, show off their tattoos in, like, festivals and stuff. And, yeah, it's really cool.
Sorry about the ice. I'll try as hard as I can to give that ice a bit more friction.
Bit more frictional ice.
Frictional ice.
Get me back on my feet. Yeah.
I mean, you're standing. Well, you're not standing.
No,
you're sitting and your feet are touching the ground.
Yeah. You are on your feet. Very, and
who's to say you're not always on your feet? Maybe your feet are more you than you are, and you are just attached to them.
Well.
Because what constitutes you?
This
guy right there.
This guy's you. Yeah. Oh, and another interesting thing, how the Yakuza got their name. You know what the word Yakuza comes from?
What?
Okay, so there's a card game that all Yakuza members play.
Really?
I can't remember what it's called. It's called like Shinoida something. I can't remember. I had the name locked and loaded, but it was a long time ago when I read this.
Okay.
Card game that revolves around playing with Hanafuda cards.
Okay.
All Yakuza members play it. And the absolute worst hand that you can get in that game is an 8, a 9, and a 3. And if you phonetically pronounce like the names of those cards in a Hanafuda deck, it's a Yakuza.
Wow.
So they're named after the worst hand.
Deck.
The worst hand in a game of cards.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Do you think they were like, oh, we're bad, We're badasses.
We're hot
the
shit.
bad cards.
Bad cards, yo. Maybe.
Or do you think we're like, wow, we just suck?
We're so bad, God. We're just damn ourselves out of this shit thing.
We'll find out.
Yakuza. Next time on Rebel Rocketeers.
Maybe.